Noble, you've just been caught in the act. Hello guys and welcome to episode 27. As you can see, we have now got the all the bedrooms decompartmentized completely. Oops, hang on. Who's made a mess? Why have you made a mess? Chili's, there's just no rhyme or reason. Toilets aren't blocked. Oh dear me. Let's get rid of this before it spreads like that. Dear me. Right, as I was saying before, we had a little mishap. We have completed all the bedrooms. There's only Ren that's currently still sleeping on his own next to the pod printer. And we've also made the eating area a little bit more pleasant for the dupes. And everyone's assigned their own mess table. We've also installed a hand sanitizer. This is so that once they come in with the food, or before they go and get the food, they can at least wash their hands, and hopefully it will cut down the amount of disease we have going through. If we just quickly scan at the oxygen levels, we're doing pretty well. We've got a low concentration or unbreathable down here, and a lot of it's down potentially down to this carbon dioxide just building up still. I've been watching a few different people play, and I'm wondering about changing the way I handle my carbon dioxide. We seem to be having a massive build-up all over the place, so I need to start capturing that, and also with the natural gas building up, we need to sort out additional battery chargers so that we can batteries so we can charge them with all this excess power we've got running, and keep them cool with these natural gas generators as it drops its polluted water. Just so I can make sure I'm not losing any coal, we're looking at 53 tons 53 tons essentially of coal, so that's not going down, so it's not being used at all to power these batteries. And I have got a single hamster wheel that is set at priority 7 on the basis that I'm trying to get a couple of my dupes up to, and you can go off there now, up to a, yeah, there we go, it's just going to be Dave who's going to be running the hamster wheel. Just trying to get those their athletics skills up, which is something quite important to me for everybody running around. Okay, so flooding. Where's that come from? What's going on in here? Okay, there has been an update a couple of days ago where let me have a quick scan at this. Something about plants should no longer get double yield bonus from being fertilised. So these are all stifled. That must be the air pressure because it's too warm in here. So let's get this mopped priority 9 because that needs to run. What is that? That's ice. So that could just turn into ice very shortly. But I'm going to actually put a couple of mesh tiles under. Hang on, who's made a mess? Hang on, what is going on? Have we got a problem somewhere? Have I not got enough toilets? That all 3 are operational. You've just made a mess now, so you're the second person to make a mess in as many. Oh, click on Ringo. There we go. Interrupted sleep, making a mess, soggy. Do you know what I think I need to start looking at is actually getting a few more toilets. But then saying that, who was it over here? Someone made Mia made a mess over here. Yeah, that's her cot there. So that's really strange. Okay, let's just get that mopped up. Thankfully, that door is locked, so they won't. Yeah, so it won't pour out that way. At least it's more contained. Alright, that's all gone. Okay, so is there something there? See some polluted something or other. Just sweep. No, there's nothing there. Okay, that's fine. Circuit overloaded. Oh my goodness me! What am I doing here? Okay, so is it a case of this is just... I think I've just basically overloaded it quite substantially with, yeah, just a bit. So what's this say it can handle? 1000 watts, and I've got 1.9 on there. Yeah, that's my own stupid fault. Right, so I want to put in, where are they? Another power transformer. And we'll put in our heavy duty wire. And then we'll put in our lighter wire. Thinking if I take that down and across, then that can join up that side and I can deconstruct that wire off that side. So that needs to be quite high priority. Yeah, so we need to get all that made quite quickly and quite sharpish. Does anyone come into that? I've got food. Let's knock off the priority of those guys now they're made. There we go. Micro musher is on an 8. Don't think that needs to be that high, although these guys do need to start making more food. So I need to get those sorted. So you've got the spores, so you're not well. So if we stops horrible accidents happening. Herbal gut remedy, a placebo, how it seems to fix everything. So let's just do a few of those. Give those a high priority because whoever's ill, it hopefully will heal them. Okay, so no one's still come to here. That's about right. If I put that to an 8 actually, because I'm just wondering whether I've got so much other stuff, especially down below, that's a 7 that's going to stop the guys working out on stuff above. So that's right, we were over here, so we were thinking, or I was thinking, of mesh tiles. What's the difference? I suppose wolf and mine is probably the better. So if I put those in as a level 7 request, then at least any water that comes down will no longer... Hang on. 2 people have made a mess. What is going on? So we've got Murphy and Noble. You've just been caught in the act. Oh dear me. I haven't increased my dupes. Let's get this mopped up. My stress level's quite low. That's strange. Right, if I was to mirror them on this side, the toilets, would that be more useful? We've got a huge base in the sense of it's fully enclosed. If I was to just thinking about changing the position of some of these power transformers, because they've fixed the bug that meant that you couldn't overlap wires over your heavy duty wires. It would just join up. So maybe what I think I need to look at is moving these up to areas where they will not really be seen, because these doors do a great job of hiding that high heavy duty wire. So if I put that in there, I can get 3 there. Yeah, I'll do that. Priority 7. No, 7 I want, sorry. And if I... Actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's just put them in. So if we got 1... Oh no, I can only get 2 in there. Okay, that's fine. We'll put our heavy wire in. Can't go through... No, it can't. It can only go through powered doors. I can have it going down here, which is fine. And then I can run off my wire. There's similar sorts of ways before. Yeah. And then maybe I'll put some toilet blocks in this level, because I've blocked off these doors here for no access. So if I put in... actually, do you know, why am I doing that? Let's just upgrade that door. And we'll put in a power door and just leave it in there. Someone else has made a mess. Oh my life, this must be part of the new update. This is ridiculous. So what's causing stress? Why aren't people going to get de-stressed? Right, there's something that's gone skew-iffy with this game. Have we got water in those pipes? Yeah, water's going in. So what is the issue? Lavatory's ready. All ready. So what's the issue? Why are you getting upset? It's very, very strange. So that's priority 9. Set to 20%. You can now copy the settings for these. Hang on, who is that? That's Abe. What's Abe's stress? Abe is 32. Okay, maybe I don't have enough massage beds. Maybe that's what the issue is. Right, and let's put in some more massage tables, because maybe it's a case of I've got them doing a job that they really don't like doing, and now they are repaying me by making a mess. And a big mess. Oh no, it's going straight in there as well. Oh dear. Okay. Right, so I need to get some power. I haven't even touched that yet. That's ridiculous. Let me just go down here and see whether they're doing anything down here. Because I'm sure this is all priority 7. Yeah, it is. Let's knock that down to 5. So they don't even bother coming down here for the time being. What's that? I'm sure that's 5 as well. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there's no work to be done over here. What are these set at? Because we've got enough algae for a while. So they're 7, so you can be 5. And you can be 5. And you can be 1. Don't need them that high. Same with you guys. And all you lots are going to be 5 as well. Sorry, 1 as well. So the only thing we've got that's higher is this compactor, which we are putting snow in, and we haven't got any. That's strange. Whoa, hang on, what's going on here? Oh, don't tell me I was actually losing my water there just because of mopping it up because of my silly mistake. Oh dear. Right. Okay, so they need to be built quite quickly. So you can go to 8. 8, please. And 8 there. Now they're not going to be happy with this water pipe going past their head. But we'll have to come back to that shortly. Is there anybody else? Stress. Who's on that table? Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm going to change these settings. So now we've got individual beds. Let's knock that up to... Oh, leave that at 20. But they can come off at 6. See whether the actual new bedrooms now actually... Who's making a mess? Oh, for flipping heck. And what else down here? And somebody else has gone there. This is getting too regular, this is. No restroom built. Why is that telling me there's no restroom built? These guys, they're using them. But I keep getting this. Duplicants are distressed by the colony's lack of toilets. Oh dear. Right, okay. So, it is down to the fact that there is not enough toilets. That stress is causing everybody to have little accidents. Right. If I... Okay, think about this. Best way to plot them in is around existing plumbing works, because then it'll keep things a little easier. You know what? I'm actually going to deconstruct short term. Deconstruct you and deconstruct you. I'm going to put 2 toilets in there and hope that we'll have those as a priority 9. Toilets would be useful. No, it's plumbing. So clean water in, clean water in, clean water out. And that's going to get deconstructed because I think that the toilets are a greater priority. So have I done that right now? So clean water in, dirty water out, and that's all going round. Why is that not going past there? I had this problem before. Ah, there it goes. Okay, so that's sorted. Okay. So have I got polluted water down here? I have. These guys are walking through polluted water. That's not good. So, do I have any more polluted water in this whole base? Let's give it another go. No. Right. Nothing down here. No. Right. Okay, so I'm hoping now that the stress levels will diminish slightly, because we've now got sufficient toilets. We haven't got anywhere for them to shower. But at least they can go to the loo. Okay, so this air deodorizer is set to priority 8 to try and deal with this polluted oxygen that's coming in. So although you can breathe in it, I mean, it's still saying it's high concentration. It's not very pleasant for the dupes. So I don't really want that. Copy settings. So we've increased that. I can tell you what, I'm going to put this back down to 20. Copy settings and paste those all over. I really don't want anybody getting too stressed. Okay, so we've got only a bit of food, 60,000. We're okay for the sleep wheats at the moment. The guys haven't done anything here, so we need to. That's fine there. So let's prioritize this lot now as they go to sleep. Hang on, food decayed. Why is it decayed? What's going on in here? Temperature. Temperature around there is not cold enough, is it really? So we need to get that rotten bun swept away quite rapidly, because the last thing we want is any food rotting in here, because let's see, that's all oxygen. Yeah, I made a big mistake when I put this channel straight into this food area, I think, because I did have this in carbon dioxide, which acts as a second level of protection for food. So I need to keep an eye on that. So what have we got to try and do? So they've done that power, perfect. So we can increase the priority. No, it's still 8, so they've still got to do that. We can take off these things off this little circuit, so that's 120, so that's 480. So if I take them 480 off and I leave those on, so that should be fine. Noble, what are you doing? Where are you? Let's go follow cam. Where are you going, Noble, for you to be getting... Right, okay, so you're actually working on that section there, which is probably why you're getting a little chilly, because hopefully the temperature in there has dropped. Why am I looking at oxygen? I want temperature. There we go. So minus 13, minus 6, minus 8. Right, so that should start making a big difference to any water coming down here. We shouldn't have anything stopping this algae deodorizer from working, which is keeping the air pressure up in here. Now, what's that? Wolfram? No, Wolfram mine. That's a bit warm. Let's get rid of that. Sweep. Yeah. Shouldn't be in here. There we go. That should have gone. Okay, so that's that sorted. We've gone to the wall bit here as well. It's because the dupes are potentially dropping stuff as they're going around, which is rather frustrating. Rather frustrating indeed. What's this? Water, empty building. Yeah, I don't really want you there. Now they've changed something with the settings on the wheezeworts and brittleblares. They should no longer enter indefinite plant stroke die loops when they're entombed. So I thought there was something about water on that as well, but we'll wait and see how that changes. But that's now getting a nice build up of water, unfortunately, so we need to keep an eye on that. Okay, I can live with that. Has they completed this? Nearly finished this. And have they done this bit over here? No, they've taken out that door, so we can put it in a mechanical airlock. And then, in theory, we should be able to put our heavy-duty wire... No. No. It's going red. Now, sure I've had it. Let's just leave it like that. What priority have we got this on? No wonder they're not doing anything on this. Let's get this all to a 7. So they can come and do this after they've sorted out this generator on this side. And I've just realised why they haven't. They can't even reach it. Let's take that out. That would explain a lot. Now they'll be able to go and finish that job off. And we can then look at this circuit. So we're going to take off this one. Yeah, so I can if I just knock that one off. So if I deconstruct that wires there, then that circuit can take, yeah, that should. And then once they've deconstructed that, we can, perfect, we can get a priority 9 wire going straight down. Yeah, okay. So we've got wire up there that is now going to be a 9. That wire that's going to be a 9. Still water dripping down. I can't believe that's still going on. What is it waiting for? It's gold amalgam. Have I not got enough? Okay, so gold amalgam is starting to get a little low, he says. Alright, so that's now done. But we don't have any power going to it. What's that? That's 1.4 watts. So that pump shouldn't be drawing anything. And my magic water, or my vanishing water, is still doing its trick. There's no way I've used up all that. Have a look. Yeah, there's no way. What's going on? So is that's really weird. Okay, so no water's coming out of here. What's waiting for filtration material? That because I've reduced the priority on that, or have I got a problem now with filtration? So sand. No. There we go. Sand. 37,000 tons. No, it's because I reduced the priority while I was trying to understand what was going on with the everybody making a mess. Oh. Okay. You know when you start an episode with grand hopes of making some real changes? Yeah, I feel like that today on this one. Okay, but at least we worked out why everybody was making a mess. Really surprised that a report or that notification didn't stay up long enough that there wasn't sufficient toilets for everybody. Because I've never... That must be part of the new update in some way or another. Just one other thing I noticed as well is the air deodorizers would normally drop out a little bit of clay every moment, so every so often it would drop something. Now it'll only drop out in 10 kilo dollops, so that is a change as well, which will hopefully make things a little easier for the dupes to keep on top of cleaning. Now we need to get this made. I'm going to have to start introducing more dupes, which means I need more toilets, I need more sleeping compartments, I need... Oh dear me, I need so much more. Okay. But I've got all this lot cleaned out now, so I can start... What's that? Granite, yes. We can start putting in our boundary wall. So we're going to be... Yeah, I think that's... Yeah. I think that'll be fine. We'll deconstruct a building of those gas permeable tiles because I don't really want to have the dupes having any gases above them come into the actual base. We'll do that. We'll also extend that ladder up because we're going to move that power cable up into this sort of space over here as well. We'll Well, am I able to, if that goes across there, perfect. So that cable can, let's just put it around like this for the time being. Do you know what? I'm putting that in. I could totally disconnect it from there and have it coming in through the top, which probably would work. But if I do that for the time being, and then again on this side, I'm going to take that straight to the ladder and straight down. We'll have to remove these tiles so the dupes can get in and actually start working on this. And obviously we're going to have to dig out the tile below it, and then obviously do that. Do I really want? I don't really want to open up the whole area just yet, so that will do for that. And we can put in walls for the edges. I'm kind of not. I'm kind of just thinking to leave out the doors at the moment, because I think that is these outside doors. You see, because every time they go through those. Do you know what? What's the air pressure like? Okay, and what's going on with the gas? Where's all the oxygen? The reason why I closed off all those doors was primarily to stop all the oxygen from going out at the top. I'd rather have had it exit lower down. So do I have a problem over here that I've not seen? Why have I got polluted water in there? That's still working, that's still working. Okay, they're all separate loops, there's no issues there. We haven't got this one powered in yet, so that's not an issue. Okay, let's just hope it's just a little glitch. We'll deconstruct those buildings, and we will put in some ladders just so they can access everywhere at the top, because they're not going to be able to do it all at the moment. And if we mirror what's below it as far as the pictures are concerned, we can then ensure that we have the air vents wired in or plumbed in such a way that we are mirroring the rest of the base, which should in theory have a good flow around the base. Okay, so they're in. Let's leave the the beds in actually. So we get an indication of what space we're going to be getting. And what they've done that one. They've done that one. Okay, so okay. Well, that's part of my plan to introduce. Well, now it's to introduce a shower block in this area, rather than having more toilets, because that whole toilet block should be sufficient. And what's going on with the power? So that's going absolutely nowhere, which is what I kind of expected. And okay. I begin to wonder how good an idea it was to have this high wattage wire so close to the actual main base when I've got it shielded with walls either side to keep the decor down. or the effect on the decor down. Let's reduce this. Now we're hitting nearly 100,000. So that's a good few days. Okay, so that's things still producing. No, I didn't want continuous. I wanted what? Yeah. How many have I built? Okay, there'll be enough there for a while, so that's fine. Okay. Seeds are still working fine. Not got too much water coming down anymore. Okay. Alright. Now, a while ago I did make a load of clothes for dupes. And I was wondering what on earth happened to it, and it turned out that part of the recent update was to fix an issue associated with them, which it meant that the clothes would disappear. So that explains where they went without me realising that I'd actually lost them. So, yes, that was a foresight on my part. Not noticing that. And over there, and there. And I will put granite in. I can't put it there. Okay, so that's fine. Although if I cancel out those two, we can always access it from the other side. So at least everything is put in. Although saying that, they'll have to be a higher priority, won't they? Otherwise they'll get themselves stuck and won't be able to come down. I'll deal with that another time. Okay, so we have just short of 100,000 calories. Oh, we've still not looked at the power. I've still not looked at this lot. Okay. We've dealt with that toilet problem. Okay, and yeah, do you know what? You can actually go down to 6, 2 of you. See how one little guy can actually manage everything else. Right, so that's all sorted. Is that all up and running now? No. Why is that not running? Because I'm out of water, so I need to turn that pump on. Right, okay. That would have helped if I noticed that. What is a dupe doing going up here constantly? Strange. I've got a little bit of water over there which I could possibly dig out, so I'm going to send a excavation team over here, because there's also a load of gold amalgam here. And that will help immensely on my gold amalgam shortage that I currently have. So that'll let out quite a bit of water, which will work its way down to the same spot, which should be fine. Having that little problem with water here, not enough being used. Right, okay, I need to make some serious changes to my oxygen control, my carbon dioxide control. Right, okay, so what have we got on waters? That's thermal unity. Can I go to the... There we go. Right, so I need clean water going in, and I need dirty water exiting, which is... could just go straight into another pipe. It won't make that much difference. Okay, right. Where's the gas coming in for that? So it's coming down here, going over that. and he's underneath here, but we could have him coming down somewhere else. Because this thing here is also, because I could just turn this around and send the gas that way. I've already got that in place. Maybe I can try that. Okay, so we're going to go with, do I want insulated? Don't think I'm going to need insulated. So if I have, so that's, if I use that wall, take that across, back up, let me close off the top. And Thimbleweed, let's remove him. Uproot, and let's put that in place just so they can work down there. Otherwise I'll build all this to start with. Let's just cancel the bottom actually. So water can just go straight through at the moment. I'm thinking there's a little glitch at the moment which allows you to put gas permeable tiles, not gas permeable tiles, pollution or a gas into an area. Now the idea is if we have a layer of water along the top here, then that will basically be in the that tile, so it'll have water, not carbon dioxide. So if we look at the gas pressure here, we're talking 2000, which is quite high, and if we look in here, we're like 200. So if we had water at the bottom, so it was covering the very bottom, and then we had the gas vents pumping it into here, it will always pump it into there because it will think that because of the water's there, it will actually not think it's over pressurized, which is, whoops, yeah, you can be there, that's fine, and they can reach that, they can't reach that, so you can have that. And let's just get this as a priority, because as soon as I can divert all this resources away from having to use water, water to clean the carbon dioxide. I don't know how much carbon dioxide I can put in here, but if I can just switch these things off for a short while, or just leave it so they can actually handle the carbon dioxide buildup that's going to be within this base anyway, then that's going to be the priority in that sense. Alright, so they're flying through that. Let's get okay. Oh dear. You got yourself stuck. Oh numpty, let's deconstruct that wall. Down. Right. See how he's saying it's overpressurized. So we put in that. Dear me, it's very laggy this at the moment. Oh, there's gold amalgam there. I'll have that, thank you very much. Okay, you'll only get half of that, but if I put a set there, you'll get all of it. I'll do. So these guys are already saying it's overpressurized there, which it is. But if you look at what we can achieve over here, we've got 5 kilos of gas over here. So we could probably double what's in there already. And I'm hoping it'll just be a little glitch that it'll just continually allow it to go in until they do change it. Come on. Actually, you can start doing that as well, because once that's done, let's sweep, get all that lot out. Come on, sweep that and go and do that single tile. I'm hoping it'll just basically sort out this for quite a while. I'm hoping. Worth a try anyway is all I can think of. Have I set that to a high enough priority? If I haven't, no I haven't. Let's just get both of those to 9. No, 9. Then that'll just start filling up. Right, we'll come back to that in a minute. I think, is there anything? What? So what's that? Sedimentary rock. Why is that not swept? I want all of that out of here. There we go. Right, okay, so that should now... See how that's no longer pressurized? Now it's saying overpressure. So is there water there? 2 kilos of water. I just put a block there ready. Kind of want these things to how much liquid do I actually need here? Do you know what I'm wondering as well? I did see somewhere that someone putting wheezewort seeds in as well. Because I think if you've got the temperature cooler, you can actually store more gas in there. I don't know. Do you know what? We'll work that one out for next time. If you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe. And until next time, that's Murphy out.